Cricket from the Coat Hangers, and you're listening to Drop the Mic.
Can you hear me? 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 Sorry. We're making a movie. Okay, action. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in France?
They don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese?
No, you idiot. I should be doing this whole thing as Bane.
They call it Royale and cheese.
Our movie is about two students in a school who get bullied by this gang called the DIRTIES, and so they decide to take revenge on them. They snipe them from a long way away.
Get dirty with the green bandana. Let's blow his dick off.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Guys, just watch the face, okay?
And then there's a scene where the DIRTIES are doing cocaine, and we jump in with guns, and we're like, die, cocksucker, motherfucker.
You guys gotta make some changes.
What did Muldoon say? You can't make a school shooting movie? If we made a movie where we went with real guns and actually killed only the bad guys.
Yeah, that's what we did in our movie.
But if we actually did it, just blew them away. Get up!
I'm sorry.
You know, Larry, we're coming to school with guns to kill you. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
What are those?
The blueprints of the school. And I've got them all marked off. Like what each room is for and like who uses each room and when. We're planning a school shooting. You want us to kill anybody for you, or?
Good luck with your shooting.
Don't tell anybody.
I won't.
Welcome back to our humble podcast. This is episode 196. We're just here for the bad guys. I'm your host, Wesley Swanson. Alongside me tonight, we have James Warney. What's up, man?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, it's a small, intimate show tonight, apparently.
Oh, yeah. That's how I like it.
This evening, we will be exploring what it means to be an outcast teen in the digital age with a look back at 2013's The Dirties. But first, we have some of our usual segments to serve as a warm-up.
And now for a special news report. Brought to you by Drop the Mic.
All right, James, what do you got as far as news for us this week?
All right, so this piece right here actually caught my attention. I don't know if you're familiar with the Five Nights at Freddy's video game,
yes.
Or I think it's a video game, right?
Yeah.
I guess Blumhouse. I don't know if this is news that's already been shared, but to me it's new. Blumhouse is actually working on a live-action movie for Five Nights at Freddy's.
Wow.
Yeah, it's coming with there looks like they're eyeing a 2021 production start.
Do you know if it's if they're aiming to be like PG-13, like pushing the envelope, or is it going to be geared towards like smaller kids? Because I think it's like a younger kids game, right?
Yeah, it's a younger kids game. I mean, it is. I know it's a scary game. So, I mean, I know a lot of kids play it. I don't know if little kids are supposed to, but I know they do. But, I don't know. I mean, I could see this being PG-13, like a hard PG-13, kind of in the way Scary Stories They Tell in the Dark was.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I can even see it being a rated R movie. But I don't really know where they're going with this. So until we see more, maybe casting news or even a trailer or some production set photos, something like that, I think that's where we're kind of at, trying to just in the blind right now.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Another bit of news that I thought was very interesting. So Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman 80...
19, yeah.
Yeah, Wonder Woman 84 and Wonder Woman 2 it finally got pushed back. I know we've been talking about this for I feel like about a month or two now since it's been pushed back from August. And we were kind of wondering if it was going to get pushed back, if they were going to stick with the December 25th release date. It is officially being released for free if you have HBO Max It's going to be released on HBO Max on December 25th.
Christmas Day.
It's also going to be released in theaters and select theaters for a short amount of time. I think to kind of test the waters, but I read a recent article that Patty Jenkins actually said she wants to, hopefully that they can leave it in for an extended period of time in the theaters. That's what she's looking forward to. I mean, she's the director of the movie, but that doesn't mean she has any real control over how long the movie stays in theaters. Also, with how everything's going with COVID, I'm not too sure how feasible that kind of seems. But she's hoping for that, and that'd be cool if it can stay in the theaters for a while. But it looks like it's going to be released on HBO Max and in the theaters. And then for HBO Max, it's only going to be available there for 30 days.
Oh, wow.
And then it will be available for VOD and digital download if you want to go that route. But I think that's a way they're trying to get some new subscribers. I'm not too sure if this is maybe a warning sign that they're not doing well with subscribers, or they just kind of saw how Disney did with the Mulan release and charging their customers who already had Disney Plus $30 to get a subpar Disney movie. From what I've read, I haven't seen the movie, but I heard it's just stick with the animated movie because you're going to be let down. From what I read, I can't tell you personally, but that's just what I read. What do you think about this? Do you think they kind of took notes from Disney's failure with Mulan? I mean, I know Disney made some of their money back, but they didn't make nearly as much as they spent on the movie back. Do you think that's a good plan for them to kind of release this for free for 30 days, or is this kind of do you think it's a good marketing strategy?
Yeah, because it definitely feels like they're like, here is Wonder Woman as our gift to you for the holiday season, you know, and that explains the 30 days like to watch it, and then it goes to where you have to pay for it again on VOD and the other platforms. So it makes sense to me. I think it was a smooth move and kind of a slap in the face to Disney, because I don't think Mulan did really well, or what they thought. I don't know why they would think that would do well with charging that much. I've heard, as far as Mulan goes, I've heard good things and bad things about the live action. I'm waiting to actually see it for myself before I, make any judgments toward it. But yeah, I still want to see that. I'm stoked for Wonder Woman, although I do want to talk about how that last trailer, I've been telling everybody this, I feel like it's way overly long. I don't know how many people have actually been seeing it like advertised a lot or not, because you're not going to the movie theaters, but I feel like it gives away too many beats of the film, where it's like essentially it's one of those trailers where you're watching a fast forward version of the movie, and I don't like when they do that. Like let's keep a little mystery for when we see the movie, especially when it's taken so long and we've been dragged through the mud with this one, being let down, with it being constantly held back. So I'm excited for it to come out, especially that it's coming out on Christmas.
Yeah. So I can't imagine how long they would have held on to that for. I can't imagine them holding on for any much longer or pushing it back. I don't know. I think this is just the smartest decision to do.
Yeah. Agreed.
Let's see here. I got a few more pieces. Let me see. Oh, so it looks like if there's any fans of CW's Black Lightning, it looks like that is going to be ending after this upcoming season, which is season 4. So binge it, watch it, whatever. If you enjoy the show, I'm sorry. I can say that. I mean, I haven't watched the show, so I don't know if it's any good. At least if I would like it or not. I kind of, like I said before, I kind of stepped away from the CW shows after a few seasons of Arrow and Flash. But And then along with that, there's also Legends of Tomorrow, which is rumored to also be the next show that is going to be getting canned from CW. So I don't know if they're kind of just clearing house and getting ready for some new shows that are going to be coming out. I know they had Stargirl, which was supposed to be on DC Universe, but CW picked it up, and also Swamp Thing. I don't know, maybe they're trying to go in a more darker tone of shows. I'm not too sure where they're going with that, but it sucks to see a show end still so early in its run. I mean, 4 seasons is pretty good, but yeah, it sucks.
I haven't checked it out yet, but perhaps
I'll probably binge it after the show's over.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it looks interesting. It looks pretty cool. Like I said, I just kind of lost interest in most of the CW shows that are those superhero shows that kind of lost their. I don't know if I'm no longer in their demographic anymore. Of I don't know. I don't know if it's just not my cup of tea anymore. But I'm kind of going away from those. But moving on to some more interesting news. It looks like Ryan Reynolds and Marvel are confirmed to be working on Deadpool 3, and it looks like I think it's the Molly Nukes sisters are going to be writing the screenplay for that. They are you might recognize their work from, I think, Bob's Burgers. I think they've written most of that show. So if you're a fan of Bob's Burgers, you might see some similar humor there. I know a lot of people love that show. And then also, of course, Ryan Reynolds is also going to be a part of the screenplay and writing the script for that. So more Deadpool, the better, I'd say. I'm glad he's getting at least another movie, and I know they're supposed to be doing an X-Force film as well. But I think they're trying to get just the Deadpool solo films out of the way before they get into those X-Force films. Also, there's rumors of this might in some way, we might in some way get Deadpool into the MCU. What I was reading, it doesn't look like that's going to be happening, if it does, until Phase 5. So at least 3 or 4 years down the line, we might see Deadpool, but it looks like not anytime soon, as of right now, according to what those guys are telling us. So, interested? I mean, I would assume that you're interested in the Deadpool 3, because I'm pretty sure most of us are.
Yeah, definitely, yes.
Let's see here. Yeah, and like we said before, Ryan Reynolds is definitely, that is his character, like how Robert Downey Jr. kind of took on that mantle of Tony Stark and Iron Man. That role was made for him. This role was made for Ryan Reynolds. But let's see here. Moving on to my last bit of news, I promise. It looks like we are getting a Predator 5. I believe that's what the number is. So the director from 10 Cloverfield Lane, great movie, he is actually directing this one.
Dan Trachtenberg, right?
Yes. He's been working on this for the past 4 years, apparently, keeping it very under wraps. I guess someone either leaked the news or someone just found out by accident. But they announced that he's going to be directing it, and it looks like it's actually going to be taking place in the past. So there's rumors suggesting that it will be set in the past, where it focuses around Native Americans and the territories that were taken from the American settlers. But that's kind of going to, I think that's going to be a the backbone for the story. But then you're throwing in the Predator in there as well. So it'd be pretty interesting to see that all those different things kind of go together. If that is true, and they're saying a lot of the First Nation cast and actors, so that is a lot of actual Native American actors who are very well known are going to be seeing this movie. So I'm interested in seeing how this goes, and I actually read a tweet from the